in example 2, we have cosine of b is equal to square root of 21 over 5. This tells us that b is our reference angle, and square root of 21 is the length of the side that is adjacent to b, and 5 is the length of our hypotenuse. So when we create our triangle, sorry, it's quite ugly. We can use this corner as our reference angle. And don't forget, we know that this here is the hypotenuse because it's opposite of our right angle. This side is opposite of B because it is across from B. And the third side here is adjacent to B because it's right next to it. So cosine of B tells us that the adjacent side is the square root of 21. And our hypotenuse is 5. So we want to figure out what is the length of our opposite side. So we're going to use Pythagorean theorem. So with each leg, we can use A, B, and C for the hypotenuse. So Pythagoras tells us that the leg squared plus leg squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared. We want to solve for the opposite side, aka A, but we know that B is the square root of 21, so we get square root of 21 squared is equal to 5 squared. Next step, we get the square root of 21 squared. It's just 21. What happens there? These two sort of cancel each other out. All right. And then 5 squared is 25. When we subtract 21 from each side, we get a squared equals 4. So our final answer for A is A equals 2. Very nice. Isn't that such a nice number? So now we know that opposite of B is 2. So we can fill in the rest of our ratios. With sine, we know it's opposite over hypotenuse, which in this case is 2 over 5. Cosecant, this one right here, is the reciprocal of sine. So flip those guys, we end up with 5 over 2. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So we get 5 over root 21. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So we get 2 over root 21. And cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So we get root 21 over 2. So our final answers were successfully obtained. Woohoo!